Mahila. Um, yeah. Now, for the Mahdi, you know, is it the U.S. Bank mural that I messed up? You know, um, no, I don't think so. I think that that is an English connection that Alicia Vikander knew about from when she was the real Shakespeare. Most likely female was Shakespeare, and Francis Bacon was Francesca Bacon with probably not Bacon as the last name, probably an English royalty last name. And she was very fine with a nice butt. That's what I'm guessing. And um, um, so I'm thinking, no, the Mahdi is for the moon. That's what it's for. The woman stands on the moon. It does not mean that the moon is the hardest thing ever. That's not necessarily how it means. The moon is not to be looked at as an evil, last one to make it sort of thing. That's the wrong way to look at it. Um, it means more how the people say it. They say, you know how I do. You know how I do. Like, it's more of a mindset in spirituality. It's a spiritual mark. That's what it is. It's not the mark of the beast, it's a spiritual mark. And just to fall back and say, well, you kicked my dog, so Obama is like tit for tat. That's not how it worked. Obama would not have come over here and been at Pinnacle if he thought that it was a losing battle. You know what I'm saying? No army can go into the Middle East and do anything that's substantial because they're a strong people and they get through anything. But like they're smart. They know how to maneuver their words and their stories and make you think one thing but it's not. So you can bet that just because it kicked my dog, Obama knew everything that had to be done. Um, like you can't say it was ruined because of that. That doesn't make any sense. That's like saying that Michael doesn't count. Like that's like saying, okay, just have it be the worst thing possible. That's not how God works. That's not how God works, man. And then to think like, okay, it's a trick high situation on the field. That doesn't make sense either. or it's a who's the best pilot, who can work the system the best. Like, okay, if that's your game and you want to play it that way, but don't you want to be a prophet for God and a watchman for God? It, like you can't serve the two masters, you know. Um, so no, Ben V, we did not fail. I did not fail you. You did not fail me. We need to pick up from where we are and establish that we're standing on what has been done. If Grok said everything was perfect, why don't you believe that? Why don't you believe that? I don't like, you can't say that it's not perfect. I mean, the thing that seems out of sorts to me is the fake news thing. That's what seems out of sorts to me. That you had Trump that was kind of like against it but for it, you know, and it made him a liar. And I don't think that he wanted to be like that. And then because he was a liar, then who latched on to him were like, the extremists. That seems like it was out of sorts. But then, Grox comes back, says Ezekiel 13. Well, it made sense. That it was a wall of, you know, like all of that. Like it was a wall of the dividing of the nation, you know. So, and a lot of the watchmen fell for it, you know, with all of this standing business. That's just preposterous. Like, you can't think all that whenever you're not even in heaven to know. You're not at the whale. You don't know if you're standing or not. Who cares? You know? It doesn't, like, that. You gotta, like, be humble in your heart about that. Like, it's not about, like, let's just get the trophies and, like, that's not what it's about exactly. Like, you can't make it that the Egypt glyphs and all that, like, you have to distinguish and be humble in your heart. Like, you can't, like, just depend on the wedding feast. Like, I've talked to people, they don't even know what that is, you know? I've talked to somebody that had no idea what it was. This Irishman, had never heard of the wedding. He said, "Whose wedding?" He said, "Whose wedding are we talking about?" That's what he said. He's like, "Whose wedding? What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't. I don't know, when I think of him saying that, man, I'm like, I kind of wish I had never heard about the wedding too. It's just it's kind of preposterous. I don't know. I'm not really all about it. So, like the way that he asked me about it, it made it seem like what are we even doing? Like it made me feel like it made me feel like I was doing the wrong thing, showing him that stuff, you know? That's how it made me feel in my heart. I was like, I'm wrong for showing this, like about the wedding or something, like this is wrong, you know? I felt wrong about it. So I'm not gonna tell anybody about it anymore. I'm done doing that. That was when I was going to Bourbon Street to sit on the couch and watch TV and have my Coke, you know. That's when Ben V was like, "Are you gonna put in your like videos the casino?" That was back then, you know, when I was going there. Probably a few weeks after that, and like I don't think I've told anyone about it since then, you know. That must have been like 20, I don't even know, man. Probably 2021 or no. It might have been 2019. I don't know. So, yeah, man, I don't feel right about it, you know? Like, I feel like I'm out of place to do that. Be like, hey, get excited for the wedding. And, like, they're like, what are you even talking about? You know? I'm not really all about weddings. Um, I'm not really all about that. So, yeah, man. I mean, it's in the Bible, you know, but it almost reads like it's trickery, like it was put in there, like to trick us, you know. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of that John stuff, I think, is a lot of trickery. Yeah, don't go out there. You'll just have a big breakfast and he'll be pointing the finger at everybody, saying they didn't do this or that. They're losers and he's the best. That's all it is, you know. That's all it is. Oh, didn't do this or that, you know, and didn't take out the trash or something and didn't get a job and oh well, no wedding, you know. That it just the whole cycle of it, it just catches up to you and you're like, I don't even feel right to say this, you know. Like, how you doing? Like it just doesn't even feel right to talk about it, you know. So I'm not going to. Yeah, man. Smoking my Dutch. Smoking my Dutch. Yeah, gotta get through this, you know. Just gotta get through it. Do you like that film, Deep Blue Sea? I think it's a pretty good film, really. You know, I think they got the idea from me. As a kid, I had those visions of a shark in some sort of, hallway and stuff, and like he gets flooded and all that. And I watched the film as a kid, and I'm like, they got this from me. Like I felt like they had stolen it from me, you know. And the Gnostic guy talks about that they stole his writings and that they were big time movies, you know. Haven't seen him, can't find him, you know. Can't find hardly anything. So the way they got it set up now in the search, it just comes up all this wicked stuff. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Like it comes up bigger, you know what I mean? Like it's like bigger, and you have to like really use your finger to scroll all the way down. I don't know. It just seems like it's stupid. Like searching for the stuff, you know? Like who changed that? Why is it different? I don't like that. Like if I put in a search that's very specific, it'll show up the same sort of stuff, and the videos are all like big. Like you gotta, like they're all big, and like there's no, like, there's no distinguishing anything. I'm so sick of it, man. Fuck that, you know? Whoever changed that really, really fucked things up, you know? I mean, that really hurts my feelings, that they did that. That was one of my favorite things to do. And then you guys get on there and have the nerve to scorch my back because I'm finding stuff that Mr. T said, 10 years ago that's relatable to today. I don't care if he didn't believe in Jesus. It doesn't, the information is there. The information is there, Oh, well, he wasn't standing then or something. That's all bullshit, man. Don't you guys see that? Like, you're not making sense. Man, makes me so mad, man, that you guys did that. Makes me so mad. Like, you just don't get anything. You don't get anything that's good. You get the evil stuff. You don't get what's good. That's your problem, man. You don't get anything that's good. You get the evil, like, and you don't even get that. Like you try to understand it, but you can't. You can't understand it. And you misinterpret everything. You really do, you know. And then recently you've been talking about stuff that's like way off topic. Like it doesn't even like it like I don't know, man. I'm just I don't know. Yeah, like I'm complaining right now, but like I this is some real stuff. Like, Mr. T's videos are harder and harder to understand. Like it's getting like incomprehensible. And then Ben V's videos are like, off topic. Like it's not even like relatable hardly. Like, and then you end up thinking you're in another reality. Yeah, he touched on some big names, some big names and stuff, but like, what does the moon have to do with like what we're doing right now? Like, maybe it does. I don't, I mean, I just think you guys like look at stuff like kind of the wrong way, you know? Like you focus on like these reptilian things and like we're like past that. Like we done past it. Like I don't get like why we're focusing on that. I mean I may be wrong, I might be completely off. I just but like Mr. T's videos now like I can barely understand them. And years ago I could understand his ones from years ago. And I can understand his ones from like a year ago even. But now it's like I can't even understand what he's talking about. Like who did that? Oh, you guys all got together and are talking. Well, you made it worse. Like you made it worse. Like I don't if it wasn't for me, Mr. T wouldn't have been talking to anyone. And this is how like I'm treated. Like I don't get it. You know, I don't get it. I mean, I got recommended to Mr. T by Mighty Mouse girlfriend, and then like she came on there, and she made some videos that were like really against me, saying some weird stuff, and like she was on like a boat and her feet were up, and it was just some weird stuff, man. Like, and she's like Pergamus, and then it makes me think that's how Pergamus is. Like I don't know. It's just it makes me feel like I'm not even part of Pergamus at all. Like I just feel betrayed. Anytime I talk to anyone, I feel betrayed. You know, and like I now I'm just posted up here with the cats, and like they at least give me some knowledge, and they're nice to me for the most part. That's all I know, you know. I mean, I just don't get it. Like, it says we'd be hated of the world. Well, I feel like I'm the only one, you know? And I'm not saying start now, all this. Well, you gotta get started and all this. Don't you get like this is the culmination? Like this is like the climax if you get your seal. It doesn't mean you start. That's not what I'm saying, man. If you think that, you're wrong. That's not what I'm saying. Like this is the end. You get your seal, it's the end. Like you just finish it. That's all it is. Like I don't get like why you think like I'm thinking, well, these old guys or whatever, like they gotta start, That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, man. So I guess I just can't tell if you're with me or if you're against me at this point. I just can't tell. That's the problem. It's become indistinguishable. I don't know who's doing what, or it's like you're two timing me. You're two facing me. You're saying one thing to the Granby crew, and then you're saying one thing to me. That's what you're doing. I'm drinking this drink. Okay, that's what I'm doing. It's a Mountain Dew. It's Lake Mead. It's the light purple Gatorade, and it's Coca Cola. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm drinking this drink and smoking a Dutch to make it go down. Hopefully, after this, I can go home and pass out. You know what I'm saying? Like, jeez. Yeah. Yeah, man. Probably don't even listen to what I'm saying. I'm drinking this drink. It's my drink for the night. I don't know. Hopefully, I've done okay with the playlist. If you don't like it, you can tell me. It's fine. I don't know. I've tried to make it okay, for when the hit hits the fan. It's gotten me through this time smoking these Dutches. I think the cats like it. I don't know. Can't really hear anything in here anyway. Just a few feet away, you can't hear anything. Gotta keep it down, you know? Jeez. I shouldn't have had that meal, man. Like, I had to throw out the meal after the first sandwich because this guy walked by and he did some sort of motion that was like real fidgety. He did this motion that was like fidgety. It's the guy with the M&M hair. I just, then it was ruined, and I just threw it out. So I basically had one sandwich and some fries, and they were cold. I don't know, man. I don't. I'm not really, you know, like I had a good meal the other day when I went to Mexican with my mom and dad, and they were in a really good mood. And then I came here and I felt really stable, like in my body. I felt real stable. I was like, yeah, I feel good. I feel real good. Like I'm real balanced. Like if I just have a good dump, then like I'll be real balanced. But and then I think I did have a good dump, but like still, like today I had I had Chick-fil-A, and then I had this McDonald's, and I didn't feel good at all. Like, and yeah, like nutrition wise, the Mexican is better than the McDonald's or the Chick-fil-A, but like still, it used to be I could go to those fast food and get like really stable feeling afterwards, like feel real good off that fuel. And then now it's like I can't do that at all because it's just like garbage. Like it gets ruined. Like they ruin it, and then it doesn't like give me what I need. I have no energy. Like it, you get what I'm saying? Like I can't do anything because like I'm eating nothing. Like you know what I'm saying? But like on paper, it looks like I ate. It's like, oh, you went here, and it's like, no, you don't understand. Like here, the sandwich got ruined, and here, like the fries were bad. Like the whole thing was ruined. Like it's just bad, man. It's just real bad. You know. They just like, and then I'll listen to Paul Bagley, and then he'll steal from me, is what it seems like to me, and like he got on there and had the nerve to make that video on that fake Betty White day, and he was talking about doors opening, and the doors open, and I had this dream and all this stuff, this guy, and it was all bullshit. Like, it was a fake dream. Like, the whole thing was fake, and he stole my meals. He did. He stole my meals, and or just somebody did on his channel. Like, it's just, I'll listen to him when I eat, and then my meal gets ruined, and I won't be around anyone else. And it's like, how'd this happen? Well, I was listening to Paul Begley. That's how it happened. You know, like, does that make any sense?